Hello, everybody. It's time for an Open the Book story again. We hope you enjoyed this morning's story. It's not fair. How many of you have said that to your mum, to your friend, or even to your teacher? I wonder what their reply was. We all seem to have our own idea of what is fair, don't we? Do we sometimes shout, "It's not fair," even when we know that it was fair, but don't want to accept it? Today, we are going to hear another of our surprising stories. And what an interesting story it is. Remember to listen carefully. Don't miss the surprise at the end. So, let's open the book to the Bible story called Everyone Gets the Same.
Jesus' friends were worried. They had left everything to follow him, but what would they get in return? So Jesus told his friends this story. There was once a rich farmer who owned a big vineyard where he grew lots of grapes. One morning, he woke up at 6 o'clock and looked out of his window.
Oh, goodness me. It's harvest time and I've got so many grapes to pick. I need workers in my vineyard.
So he got out of bed and went to the town to see who he could find. It was so early in the morning that all the biggest, strongest workers were there looking for work. So the farmer said,
I'll give you work. You come with me.
The workers said,
"We're big and strong. How much will you pay us?"
I'll pay you £50 each.
They all agreed and went to the vineyard to work. It was 9 o'clock in the morning and the farmer was having his breakfast. He looked out over his vineyard.
Goodness me. I've still got so many grapes to pick. I need more workers than this.
So he went again to the town and found some people standing around doing nothing. They looked quick and clever.
I'll give you work. You come with me.
They said,
"We're quick and clever. How much will you pay us?"
I'll pay you £50 each.
They all agreed and went to the vineyard to work. It was lunchtime now, and the farmer was munching his sandwiches. He looked out over his vineyard.
Goodness me. I've still got so many grapes to pick. I need even more workers.
So he went back to the town and found some more people who looked pretty useful and ready for anything. He said to them,
I'll give you work. You come with me.
and the workers said,
"We're pretty useful and ready for anything. How much will you pay us?"
I'll pay you £50 each.
They all agreed and went to the vineyard to work. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon and the farmer was having his afternoon tea. He looked out over his vineyard and guess what? Yes, he still needed more workers. So off to the town he went again and found some people to pick his grapes. They weren't strong, they weren't fit, and they looked a bit clueless. But he said to them anyway.
I'll give you work. You come with me.
They said,
Well, we're not strong and we're not fit. And to be honest, we're a bit clueless. How much will you pay us?
I'll pay you £50 each.
They all agreed and off they went to the vineyard to work. It was 5 o'clock in the afternoon now and the farmer was having his tea. He looked out over his vineyard and you do know what he was thinking, don't you?
Goodness me. It's nearly the end of the day and I've still got so many grapes to pick. I need one last lot of workers.
So off he went again to the town. But who do you think he found there? All the people nobody else wanted, the ones nobody trusted, the ones nobody liked, the ones nobody thought were any good at anything. But he still said to them,
I'll give you work. You come with me.
and they replied,
But nobody likes us or thinks we're any good. How much will you pay us?
I'll pay you £50 each.
They all agreed and went to the vineyard to work. It was the end of the day. All the workers lined up to be paid their wages. Those who came last at 5 o'clock were first in the queue. The farmer paid them £50 each.
There we are, your wages.
Thank you.
Then he paid those who started work at 3 o'clock.
And your wages?
Thank you.
Then those that started at 12 o'clock.
And your wages?
Thank you.
And then those that started at 9 o'clock.
And your wages?
Thank you.
He paid each of them £50.
Hold on a minute.
Yelled the biggest and strongest workers who'd been there since 6 o'clock in the morning.
We worked here all day in the hot sun. They've only just arrived. You can't pay them the same as us. That's just not fair.
The farmer said,
Yes, it is. You all agreed to work for £50, and that's what I'm paying. It's perfectly fair. You all get the same.
and then he added,
It's my money and my vineyard after all. So why can't I be generous if I want to? Why can't those who came last get the same as those who were first?
When Jesus finished telling this story, his friends must have been very surprised indeed. The farmer didn't need to pay those who came late as much as the others, but he decided to anyway. It didn't seem fair, but the farmer was generous and gave them more than they deserved. He didn't want those who came early to think they were more important than the others who came later on. Close your eyes for a moment and think about all the people who take care of you and give you what you need because they love you, not because you deserve it. Now I'm going to say a prayer, and if you want to make it your prayer, you can say Amen at the end after me. Dear God, we thank you for those times when we get more than we deserve. Help us to be pleased when that happens to other people too. Help us also to remember that other people are just as important as we are. Amen.
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 Well, we do hope you enjoyed that Open the Book story, and that is going to be our last Open the Book story for this term. So we want to wish you a very happy summer holidays. We hope you have lots and lots of fun and lots of great times with friends and family as we're allowed to do a little bit more. And maybe some of you are going to the seaside or going out for days. We hope and pray that you have a really great time. And the Open the Book team will see you again in September, hopefully actually in school. But we'll have to see how things go, won't we? But it's been lovely to do these Zoom Open the Book stories for you. And we wish you all the very best. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.